Ronnie Coleman versus Hadi Choopan. You guys really want to see this one? Well, okay. I feel bad for anybody versus Ronnie Coleman. This is part of your fan requested Friday lineup. Now, as you can see, Ronnie Coleman versus Hadi Choopan is second place. It was first place when I began the video. I finished it, went back to look at the poll, get a quick screenshot of the poll, and you guys went and voted for Kai Green versus Phil Heath, so I will be doing both of those videos, beginning with this one. What a very close poll. Never seen such a close poll. You know what? They're all in their 20s. We're going to do all of them anyway, but I don't mind getting the 500 likes for these videos. Never hurts a thing. But wow. Yeah, really? You guys really want to see this one? Go to the front double. You can see right from the get-go, not even the front double, you could see from the front relaxed pose, we all are aware that Ronnie has a great back. So, considering how much more dominant Coleman is from the front, it's going to take a weak back, a very weak back, to lose against Hadi Choopan because it's just not in the equation here. Taking nothing away from Hadi Choopan, nothing wrong with the arms, legs, things of that nature, but there is something extra right. Ronnie Coleman, he's getting an E for arms, E for legs. That's excellent. Excellent. You know, Hadi's getting a G, which is good, a VG for his legs, which is very good. You know, he's very dry conditioned. Hadi may be winning on the torso heap. That is something that he could exploit in some of the other shots, but I mean, look at the limbs. Can you honestly look at the limbs? Go to the next pose here, and I suppose this is the front lat spread. This could be a situation where Hadi might be able to get an edge. Well, just so happens that this is one of the best poses for Ronnie Coleman. And if it's one of his best poses, it's one of the best of all time. I think just the lower half is just too much. Camera is tilted. I'll tell you that right now from the 99 here in the finals. So here's another one, and take it for what it is, guys. It's picture footage from the 90s. So still, though, I think that the size and just the substantialness of Ronnie Coleman in the lower half is probably doing enough, even though, arguably, the little tiny waistline, things of that nature, Hadi, he might be able to get an edge in the upper body alone. But arms, chest. Nobody's chest looked quite so good in this pose like Ronnie Coleman. Turn to the side. I honestly hope that Hadi does not watch this video, because anybody's going to look small next to Ronnie Coleman. And bodybuilders, I'm sure they don't want to look small or be thought of as small, because none of them are. They're all giants. They're all monsters. Now, sizing was an issue for the side chest. I think I propped up Hadi a little too high. Could have made him a little bit lower, but I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, does it, guys? I mean, is Hadi winning in the chest? No. Is he winning in the arms? No. Delts look decently sized, but having said that, Ronnie Coleman on another level altogether. But historically, he opens up the door. He kind of warms up to the other bodybuilder in the side tricep and says, yeah, buddy, go ahead, maybe you can take this one, if you're good, yep. But is Hadi great in this shot? Torso heap, much like we seen in that front double. It is a match for Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie crouches down, especially back in the 90s, Ronnie Coleman. He refined this shot a little bit, I think 2003, 4, things of that nature. He looked a little bit better, a slice, a hair. But having said that, we're going to go ahead and give Hadi Choopan a point. Is there points? Is there such thing? Well, if all conditioning's equal, I guess. Hadi's last chance is to win in these back shots. And obviously, guys, Ronnie Coleman, known for being or having the best back of all time, probably. the back poses, that is. The back itself, I'm here to tell you, Hadi, and he really surprised me at the earlier on Olympias that he was in, how wide his back was. He was just dwarfing the likes of Brandon Curry and Bonac at that 2019. I figured, well, maybe them guys aren't that wide. And then he dwarfed Big Ramy in width anyway. Huge. But Ronnie, he's on just another level as far as the lower half. Usually guys with the longer arms like Ronnie, they're not the best in a shot like this where you can see them. But in the front double also. But the arms on the guy, more than makes up for that. But kudos to Hadi Choopan. Actually just as strong in this rear lat spread as he is in any shot aside from the side tricep. I guess that will give him a win in. But yes, rear double by. The back itself, I have to hand it to Hadi Choopan. He has that 90s type grit. They were grittier. They didn't, there seems to be just not the same type of rawhide, raw iron type people that they were back in the 90s today. But Hadi seems to be that type of grainy physique, I guess. All over. Not just the back, all over. Midsections included there, fellers. Arms, legs, again, it's just going to be too much. But having said that, Hadi will, in fact, get another notch here in the absent thigh. Not all the bodybuilders. Ronnie does. Opens up just a crack. Opens the door up just a crack. Jay Cutler. Crack. But anyway, yes. Just enough to slip in. But Hadi, he takes advantage. Especially in this absent thigh. He takes an advantage and says, hoo-ha! Look at my abs. And bru-ha-ha! Look at my quads as well. So yes, Hadi does all right for himself against the 1999. Yeah, buddy. Peanut time. Ronnie King Coleman does all right for himself for sure. Torso, actually, you take the chest. Well, Ronnie's chest is bigger and thicker, more substance. But the midsection, I guess Hadi is defeating Ronnie. If Ronnie had that midsection, that would be a dream come true. Wouldn't it? Huh? Well, maybe not. I think it would have been. Yes, the winner of this one, guys, obviously. Do I even need to say? And it's not like he's back in the 80s, baby please. So you can't really compare guys from the 80s with nowadays guys. But Ronnie King Coleman, he seems to be able to compete with the nowadays guys, which I believe 100 years from now. Obviously, I won't be alive. I will say 30 years from now. Well, I'll do the math there. Hopefully, I'm still alive for 30. But a long 100 years from now, I still believe that this Ronnie King Coleman will still be beating the current competitors in picture comparisons, I would wager to say. Hit thumbs up on the video. Let me know who won this one. And, let me know which version of Ronnie King Coleman was his absolute best. Was it here in the 99 Olympia? Was it 2003? 2003 may have been the hardest one to defeat. So was that the best one? Have a great one, guys.